And those that, even some of you that know, still out of order. Respect those other heathen that think like the heathens, act like the heathens, more than you do the priests of the Most High. Just like it is here. Therefore shalt thou fall in the day, and the prophet also shall fall with thee in the night, and I will destroy thy mother. Woo. See, therefore shalt thou fall in the day, and that's the time that you're supposed to be bringing forth the light. And the prophet also shall fall with thee in the night, and I will destroy thy mother. See, my people are destroyed for what? For lack of knowledge. See, we're destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, you reject knowledge, see, I will also reject thee. See, it takes a lot to be able to understand the truth. You got to study to show yourself approved. This didn't just come to any of us that's bringing forth this truth out of some little angel dust or something came out of the sky and just sprinkled on us and we just come up with this. No, we had to study and still studying. Continue to review this, to know this, but what it's saying and what it means. So I said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. And that's why a lot of these preachers, they're not no priests of the Most High. They're not no pastors of the Most High, no ministers of the Most High. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, because they teach that we not under the law. That's why I say there ain't going to be no priest to him. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. So is it amazing to you that you have children, generation after generation after generation of children that believe the same way their grandfather believed, grandmama believed? When the Most High said, I'm going to forget your children, they ain't coming to the truth. Because the Most High just said what he going to do. Forget their children. That's why you have more than one family member that's really joining to the truth and really trying to do this. Man, Lord, y'all, that's a blessing. I'm talking about that's really standing strong and not just, straddling the fence, looking over here at it and doing it their own way. It's a way that the Most High already set it up. We got to do it. Ain't no and ifs or buts about it. It's got to be done a certain way. Coming back to our culture, our way of life. He said, going to forget our children. He said, as they were increased, and we were increased in number, so they sinned against me. Therefore will I change their glory into shame. Man, our glory is our woman. Most High changed our women into shame. Shameful. Been amongst all these nations, man. Couldn't do nothing. It was in captivity. You marry a woman, the slave owner come in there and get her and just lay with her. Whoever's coming from out of town, whatever, I want her. That's what I want tonight. She married to you. She got to go in there and lay with this filthy heathen. Because we didn't want to follow the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments. That's what it says. As they were increased, we increased, so they sinned against me. We sinned against the Most High. Therefore will I change their glory into shame. See? That happened to us. Because we didn't want to do what's right. Go to Baruch, the 4th chapter, in the Apocrypha. See, we have the power of powers of powers. And until this day, we neglect to look at how his word is true and how he did what he did to us because we caused it upon ourselves. Listen, Baruch, the 4th chapter, in verse 6. You were sold to the nations. So we were sold to the nations. Not for your destruction. He didn't sell us to the nations for us to be destroyed. But because he moved the Most High to wrath. He told us he's going to do this. You were delivered unto the enemies. Plural. For you provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils. What he say? We sacrifice our children unto devils and our sons and our daughters unto devils. And not to the Most High. And see, the Most High told us. Go to Exodus, 20th chapter. See, we jacked up. We jacked our own selves up. Exodus 20. Verse 1. And the Most High spake all these words, saying, so he told us, Yasharallah, I am the Most High thy power, I am the Most High your power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Egypt means bondage, captivity, slavery, and bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt have no other idols before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. This is key here. That we, as an Israelite majority, that 2/3 of we as the Israelites did. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Most High thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me. That's why I say you're gonna forget your children to the 3rd and the 4th generation of them that hate them. Get your children. Here go the children. You teach the children the same way. That's why he said, to the 3rd and 4th, he said, upon the children unto the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. So if you think in your wildest dreams, you go to Isaiah 14:1, you say showing mercy to thousands of them that love him and keep his commandments. So when you look at Isaiah 14:1, I challenge you to find anybody else you say you're going to have mercy on besides what he's saying here. Isaiah 14:1, and the Most High will have mercy, which is not getting something you do deserve, on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel. Will yet choose Israel, the Israelites, and set them in their own land. The Most High going to do this. And the strangers, these other nations, the remnant that the Most High going to save, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. They're going to be cleaving to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them. We're going to take these other nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel and bring them to their place. We're going to bring them to where they're going to be at, living at. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Most High for servants, men slaves, and handmaids, women slaves. And we're going to be the new IRS. Most High will. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. And they shall rule over their oppressors. See? You're going to punish them that oppress us. You're going to rule over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Most High shall give thee rest. That's when we're going to have rest, brothers and sisters. From thy sorrow, we have rest from sorrow, being sad. And from thy fear, you're going to fear nothing no more. And from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. It's captivity that we was made to serve. We're going to have rest. And the Most High have mercy on Jacob. set us in our own land. Going back to Baruch 4. Verse 8. Say, ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. But when she saw the wrath of the Most High coming upon you, the land of Jerusalem, when the land saw the wrath of the Most High coming upon us, she said, hearken, listen, O ye that dwell about Zion, the Most High hath brought upon me great mourning. The land is mourning. See, Mashiach Abishai told us, boy, we ain't want to listen. Look. Told us, man, we're going to be jacked up. We're going to find another way, right? Go to Luke 21. Luke 21 and 24. He said, they shall fall by the edge of the sword and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. They in our land now. But we carried away into all the nations' lands in captivity, slavery, and bondage. And he killed a lot of us with a sword. And Jerusalem, that's crying to us, as we're reading about it now in Baruch, the 4th chapter, is trodden down of the Gentiles, these other nations, until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Let's go back and let the land talk to us. Old Jerusalem. Verse 9, Baruch, the 4th chapter. But when she saw the wrath of the Most High coming upon you, she said, hearken, listen, Shema, O ye that dwell about Zion, the Most High hath brought upon me great mourning. For I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting brought upon them. See, he told us he's going to do this. You see, what people don't realize, the Most High ruled in the kingdom of men. He ruled in the kingdom of men. And he had them do whatever he wanted to do. Let's look at an example of that. Go to Exodus. Let me see. Go to Exodus 32. 32nd chapter. Exodus 32. And hold on. No, that's not what I want. Selected. Another scenario. Israel, we the Israelites doing something wrong. Okay, here it is. Go to Exodus 10 and 20. Now we in captivity. Exodus 10 and 20 say, but the Most High hardened Pharaoh's heart. Remember, the Most High ruling the kingdom of men, so that he would not let the children of Israel go. See? Most High did this. He hardened Pharaoh's heart that he would not let the children of Israel go. So the Most High was putting plagues on the Egyptians, right? Exodus 11 and 10. On verse 9, it said, Exodus 11 and 9, it said, and the Most High said unto Moses, Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you, that my wonders may be multiplied in the land of Egypt. He gave him a name. Like he gonna get a name that's gonna be so powerful, that he gonna put all of Hamashiach's enemies under his feet for 1,000 years. As he putting everything in order. They gonna know about the Most High. And then the Most High gonna be all in all. Hamashiach gonna be subject to him, and the Most High gonna be all in all forever and ever and ever. Everybody gonna know about the Most High. That's why he give him a name right here, as you see in these Egyptian captivity. About those 10 plagues, he's gonna bring the plagues upon these kingdoms that we're scattered in now. Somebody say, though he make a full end of the nations, yet he will not make a full end of Yasharallah, Israel. So listen. Exodus 11 and 9. And the Most High said unto Moses, Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you. He ain't going to listen to you. That my wonders may be multiplied in the land of Egypt. See? He's getting him a name. And Moses and Aaron did all these wonders before Pharaoh. And the Most High hardened Pharaoh's heart. See, the Most High ruled in the kingdom of men. The Most High hardened Pharaoh's heart, his mind, so that he would not let the children of Israel go out of his land. The Most High did this. That's what we serve, y'all. He's got him a name. Like you get a name that's gonna last forever and ever and ever. Everybody gonna know about the Most High, whose name is jealous. And you gonna be in order with him, or he gonna, like he said, nation of the kingdom will not serve him shall perish. Yeah, they should be utterly wasted. Isaiah 60 and 10. Go read it for yourself. Listen. Go back to Baruch 4 and verse 10. It say, for I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, it's the land, crying out, which the everlasting brought upon them. Most High brought this upon us because we ain't follow his laws, statutes, and commandments. With joy did I nourish them, but sent them away with weeping and mourning. Let no man rejoice over me. Don't rejoice over this land. The land is barren, it's desolate unto this day. A widow and forsaken of many, who for the sins of my children am left desolate, because they they departed from the law of the Most High. Now you think it's not important? He said, we went through all of this because we departed from the law of the Most High. Sad to say, but it's real, people. Look at another case scenario of how the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. Go to Ezra, the first chapter, the first verse. Ezra 1 and 1. Now in the first year of Cyrus, king of Persia, that the word of the Most High by the mouth of Jeremiah might be fulfilled, the Most High stirred up the spirit of Cyrus, king of Persia, that he made a proclamation throughout all his kingdom, and put it also in writing, saying, thus said Cyrus, king of Persia. This is what the Most High had him do. The Most High power of heaven have given me all the kingdoms of the earth, and he has charged me to build him an house at Jerusalem, which is in Judah. See, the Most High did that. Who is there among you of all his people that you know he's not including himself as his people? Talking about the children of Israel. His power be with him, and let him go up to Jerusalem, which is in Judah, and build the house of the Most High power of Israel. He's Persian. He knew about the Most High power of Israel. Build the house of the Most High power of Israel. He is the power, see, which is in Jerusalem, see. And here we reading about old Jerusalem that's crying because the Most High done kicked us out the land, put us in captivity, scattered us among all these nations he said he was going to do. Because we departed from the laws of the Most High. Baruch 4:13. They knew not his statutes, nor walked in the ways of his commandments, nor trod in the paths of discipline in his righteousness. Let them that dwell about Zion come, and remember ye the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting hath brought upon them. For he hath brought a nation upon them from far, as we read in Deuteronomy 28. He hath brought a nation upon us from far, a shameless nation. Hear that? Shameless nation. And of a strange language, as we read. Go tell you, the prophet don't go with the regular Bible. Who neither reverence old man nor pitieth child. Old, it said old or young in the curses, right? Same thing. Shameless nation. So he told us, look, go to Deuteronomy 32:21. Shameless nation, right? Deuteronomy 32:21. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not the Most High. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities, and I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. You hear that? So Most High don't look at all these nations as a people. I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation. It says shameless nation, a foolish nation. What's the difference? Same as it always been. It doesn't change. We can relate. Go to Isaiah 47. Look what he said. Isaiah 47:3. This dealing with Esau, the Edomites. You look at Babylon, go to Psalms 137, 7 to 8, 9. That you know, remember the children of Edom, the virgin daughter of Babylon. So here it is right here, Isaiah 47:3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, thy shame shall be seen. Shameless nation. So nakedness means you uncovered. All the wickedness that you're doing, passing laws, men could get married with another man, women can get married with another woman. You know, all these different laws you passing that's contrary to the word of the Most High, his laws, statutes, commandments. You can eat anything you want to eat, do whatever you want to do. That's why it says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. He ain't coming as a man, coming as angelic spiritual power, hanging out with Michael, the archangel of war, to come back and judge and make war and bring righteousness on this earth. If you don't want righteousness on this earth, then you deserve whatever it is that he's going to bring. That's why it behooves anyone that hears my voice at this time to come back to the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Keep the commandments, but it's the whole duty of man. Whole duty of man. You're going to do it now, you're going to do it later, or you're going to perish. Simple as that. That's to everyone. Going back to Baruch 4. Those are his laws, the Most High's laws. He the one that took the time to give us moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws. And you don't dismiss them like his work is not important? That's serious, people. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Baruch 4:15. For he hath brought a nation upon them from far, a shameless nation, and of a strange language, who neither reverence old man nor pity child. These have carried away the dear beloved children of the widow, and left her that was alone, desolate, without daughters. And that land is desolate. Carried us off the land, like you say, we're going to go into captivity amongst all these nations. But what can I help you? He said, how can I help you? For he hath brought these plagues upon you. But he that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hands of your enemies. See? No man, Deuteronomy 28:29 lets us know, no man shall save you. The Most High gonna save us. When he tell him, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, as Most High rise, say, rise. Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, go, judge and make war. Bring righteousness, my righteousness, he gonna say, to this earth. But what can I help you? Say, how can I? The land said, how can I help you, Yasharallah? For he that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hands of your enemies. Most High brought these plagues upon us. He's going to deliver us from the hand of our enemies. And we're going to have rest. Go your way, O my children, go your way, for I am left desolate. It is desolate, people. Roll into the land of Judah, you'll see nothing there. Desolate. I have put off the clothing of peace and put upon me the sackcloth of my prayer. I will cry unto the everlasting in my days. Be of good cheer, O my children. Cry unto the Most High, and he shall deliver you from the power and the hand of the enemies. You can't get no clearer than that. I mean, the Most High speak once, yea, twice, man perceive it not. Hear the land telling us. It's going to cry to the Most High. That's why I tell the Most High have pity on us. You bold and you bad and you got, you know, you rising up, Israel, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing. You're not even going to be written in the book of life. You so prideful. You can forget it. Better humble yourself. Hear what the land said? It's going to cry to the Most High. And it's telling us what to do. It's telling us what to do. A solution that will work with the Most High that worked. Listen what it said. I will cry unto the everlasting in my days. Be of good cheer, O my children. Cry unto the Most High, and he shall deliver you from the power and hand of the enemies. Can't get no clearer than that. Come on, really fast. Go to Judges 10 and 10. Judges 10 and 10. Let's see if the land don't know what it's talking about. Judges 10 and 10. And the children of Israel cried unto the Most High. And the children of Israel cried unto the Most High, saying, we have sinned against thee, both because we have forsaken our power and also served Baalim. And the Most High said unto the children of Israel, did not I deliver you from the Egyptians and from the Amorites, from the children of Ammon, and from the Philistines, the Zidonians also, and the Amalekites, and the Moabites did oppress you, and ye cried to me, and I delivered you out of their hand. that ye have forsaken me and served other gods, other idols, other nations. Wherefore I will deliver you no more. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Go and cry unto the gods you have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. And the children of Israel said unto the Most High, we have sinned. Do thou unto us whatsoever seemeth good unto thee. Deliver us only, we pray thee this day. And they put away the strange gods from among them and served the Most High. And his soul was grieved for the misery of Israel. Say. But you see here, just what the land is telling us to do, that's what we did. And he delivered us. Going back to Baruch. I love this chapter. I hope y'all can bear with me with it, because it's giving us so much insight of what works. Those that have ears to hear spiritually, to see what time it is in Jacob's trouble and what we got to do. Coming back to the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, having faith in the Mashiach Yahushua, fearing the Most High, and crying to the Most High with humility and a broken and contrite spirit for our people. Baruch 4:21. Be of good cheer, O my children. Cry unto the Most High, and he shall deliver you from the power and hand of the enemies. See? He tells us what he's going to do. Tell us what he's going to do. For my hope is in the everlasting. Hope is in the Most High, that he will save you. We got to be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. And joy is come upon unto me from the Holy One, because of the mercy which shall soon come unto you from the everlasting, our Savior. We just read in Isaiah 14:1. The Most High gonna have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. For I sent you out with mourning and weeping, but the Most High will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever. It says, like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly your salvation. See, that's being saved. That's salvation. Power and authority. Shall they see your salvation from our power, the Most High, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting. Wow. Remember, it's brightness of the everlasting. Remember it said, ain't gonna be no more sun and moon, because the Lamb of the Most High and the glory of the Most High gonna light everything up. Same thing as we read here. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High. For thine enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shall tread upon his neck. My delicate ones have gone rough ways, and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High. Told us again, a solution. Cry unto the Most High. For ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. That's all of us, at least to me. I feel we all need to seek him 10 times more, because we all went away from the Most High. That's why he say seek him 10 times more. You can't go wrong in seeking the Most High. See, it says seek him while he can be found. got to cry unto the Most High. And we're going to be delivered. We have to come back to following the righteous way of the Most High if we want to see the kingdom is prepared for us. New Jerusalem, you want to be a part of that, you got to seek the Most High and do what he say do. Say, if you love me, the love for this is the love of the Most High. We keep his commandments. Commandments are not grievous. 1 John 5:3. So I want to look at Ecclesiasticus 3 and 26. It says, a stubborn heart, a stubborn mind shall fare evil at the last, and he that loveth danger shall perish therein. So a stubborn heart, you're going to find evil at the last. You don't want to come back to the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. You want to do it your way. You follow your own mind. That's why I said in verse 24, for many are deceived by their own vain opinion, the way you think. And an evil suspicion hath overthrown their judgment. See, evil comes in and overthrows your judgment, so you think wrong. Verse 28, in the punishment of the proud there is no remedy, nor the plant of wickedness. It says, for the plant of wickedness have taken root in him. See, you prideful, like I said, you have no humility and broken contrite spirit. You showing forth this arrogancy that you all that. Most I said, hey, my name is jealous. Some of you standing before the Most High, and you're not even acknowledging the Most High. And of Mashiach Yahushua as you should. The foundation is of Mashiach Yahushua. Not no man, not us as Israelites, but of Mashiach Yahushua, that the Most High has given him the power to judge. But you're going to judge according to the power of the Most High. So I say, in the punishment, verse 28, in the punishment of the proud, there is no remedy. For the plant of wickedness have taken root in him. Go to Ecclesiasticus 10 and 12. The beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High. So when you see somebody that's arrogant and prideful, boasting of themselves, just really want to be somebody, Mashiach made himself no reputation. He would heal people and say, don't tell nobody I did it. You hear this? Ecclesiasticus 10 and 12. The beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High and his heart is turned away from his Maker. His mind is turned away from the Most High. Depart from the Most High because it's all about them. Ain't no hallelujah. Listen for hallelujah. Ultimate praise to the Most High. Or you just get information. People getting all this praise and honor and so forth, and next thing you know, they're going to be done away with, y'all. Most High's name is jealous. He said, I will melt you. It's a fearful thing to fall to the living hands of the power of the Most High. He the one that's giving us this. We ain't nothing without him. And the foundation that he laid down is the Mashiach Yahushua, the Spirit of the Most High. Understand this, overstand this point. Your best to. Proverbs 13 and 10. So we're going to be saved, but we got conditions we got to go through to be saved. Proverbs 13 and 10. Only by pride cometh contention, but with the well advised is wisdom. See? Pride going to bring contention. You can't tell people what it is that's going to make them better. Or some of you don't want to hear what I'm saying now because of your pride. But you better hear. It's the word of the Most High. I ain't made up nothing. I didn't write none of these books. I ain't write none of these scriptures or none of these words. Not a one. But they're here for our learning. Psalms 101 and 5. Psalms 101 and 5. So we talking about we got next, but we got to work to have next. It's not, we don't have next just like because we Israel. You're going to take humility, broken contrite spirit, and change. Become a new creature, being born again. Psalms 101 and 5. Whoso privately slandereth his neighbor, him will I cut off. Him that have an high look, you want to be all that? In hell? And a proud heart, a proud mind, will not I suffer? So I'm going to get you. Tear your butt up. That's why I'm making statements that prove it. So you know I'm not just talking out the side of my neck concerning the Mashiach Yahushua. He's an example. Go to Philippians, the 2nd chapter. So you know. Philippians 2. Verse 7. This is the Mashiach Yahushua. It says, but made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men, just like every other man. But he made himself of no reputation. See that? Took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. And being found in fashion as a man, he, Mashiach Yahushua, humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross. So you want to be spiritual, you want to follow him, go to 1 Corinthians 2 and 15 and 16. 1 Corinthians 2, 15 and 16. But he that is spiritual judges all things. Yet he himself is judge of no man. For who hath known the mind of the Most High, that he may instruct him? But we have, not everyone, but we should. It is accounted to us